So, welcome back to what should hopefully be the penultimate episode in our series. Let's focus the camera. The last episode, unexpectedly, I had to make a very peculiar repair on this thing at the stake of this, which actually still works fine. However, would you look at how short that pivot is on the top? What's this? Focus. Are you going to focus? Fine, I'll focus you myself. There we go. Look at this pivot, right? Yeah, good old Westclox pivot syndrome. Doesn't affect the clock in any way, so it's fine. It does make repairing easier, actually. Anyway, it's probably me with my filing bits of it. Take it out for now. Today, we are going to be reassembling the movement in all its glory, and hopefully it should be working, because it was sort of working before I cleaned it. Hopefully it should be working better than ever now. A lot better than when it was new. That'll be hard to achieve, but anyway, better than you might think. So let's begin by putting our other spring in here. Let's bend that back a little bit so it doesn't cause any stress for us or the clock. And you can see this is what should be occupying that hole, which is vacant on the alarm barrel, and it is a little hook for the end of the mainspring to catch on to, and I'm not sure what causes them to come out. Maybe it's just stress over the years, but if the same material, and probably the same material thickness, can withstand the force of this big mainspring, you'd think it could withstand the force of a little alarm spring, but who knows? Not I. Nearly there. Something fun about doing this. If nothing goes wrong and it just goes in smoothly like this one is, then it's a very satisfying experience, even though it does cause weird painful ridges in your fingers, which I'll just show you in a second. I bet they're there. Thumbs rather. Yeah, it's this last bit that's always the trickiest bit. And come on, there we go, we're in. And yeah, those are the weird painful ridges I'm talking about. Where's our, what's the name? There it is. All clean and hygienic. Hyclinic. Right, that is the bit we want. So, to start, let's put everything in the same place so it's not all over the place. Spring a balance wheel, and what's the name? Right, let's get to the action bit where we put stuff in. So, we got our third wheel, and apparently this little hole here, this weird shaped hole called the observation hole, not entirely sure what that's for. So you can see the wheel turning around, but what's the point of that? I have no idea. Then you've got another one, and then you got another one, and then you got this thingamajig, which is a fragile thingamajig indeed. And you need to make sure you're putting it in the right way up, which I always never do. So if you take a look at this hairspring and balance wheel, right, or rather balance wheel and hairspring, the balance wheel being the larger and more, there thing out of the two of them. The hairspring is at the top because that's where the stud is. It's on the back plate there, which I can show you the back of. It's all up there. Hairspring on top. The pin is low down, and that means the little finger thing will be above it, because the finger thing goes in the brass ring and the fork bit goes on the peg. So if you look at this, you can see the finger thing, which is there, it should be at the top like that, and I nearly put this in upside down. So jolly holly, and then let's not drop it. I can't remember what I said. Finger thing at the top, didn't I? Yeah. And then I'll put this in like that. Focus. There we go. All in. like that. Make sure the pins are not going through the middle of the skate wheel. And then we have Mr. Alarm thing. How many times can I say the word thing? Probably a lot. And then we can put the top on, I think. Anything else? No, I don't think so. So then, the top, or back plate, go in. Line up with the pillars on the corners. And then we've got the risky job of putting everything in. So you'd probably better not putting any force on the plates here, just let them fall in themselves naturally. Otherwise you can risk bending or breaking a pivot on something. Naming no names. And then, once you've done that, you can push it down and tighten it up. But only do that when you're confident that everything's gone in its right place. Otherwise, sorrow ensues. And then I break a pivot. No, hopefully not. Oh no, it's gone outside the hole. Oh well, let's try from the beginning again. If you can't see, then I'm sorry, but I've got my hands full. Can't focus the camera. Where on earth did that go? Oh, it's there. Yeah, this is an unpleasant experience. Why is this one so tricky? You'd think that it'd be miles easier than most other ones because it's got removable barrel bridges, but this is a pain. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Probably because the pivots are so long and thin. 4 is in, and then we should be good to tighten it up. Or at least get it finger tight. 1. And then, yeah, this is all rolling good. Alright, and good for the goodness for that. I think. Yeah. And then alarm, which is also good. Now we can tighten it up. And you can see now we've got it pretty much reassembled. So I'll put these corner nuts on to hold it in. Oop. Like that. It's bent a bit, that. And then that, and then that. Oh dear. We got old pivot going on. Right. Line it up and then push it in. Which is not proving easy. There we go. Alright, that's in there. And let's try and put our springs in to see if it'll all come together well. There we go. Right. I'll do the test of power. Oops. It ain't playing. I didn't realise these were so much of a faff to put back together. I thought they were easy peasy because it was all removable. Ah, that's why. There we go. Imagine doing this 24/7. Not 24/7, but like 9 to 5 in the Westclox factory. Gosh. Right. There we go. And finally, we have it in place. Thank goodness for that. So let's put these screws in and then try it out for power getting to the pallet, which is what we want. Ooh. Right. So, is there power getting to the escapement? If there is, it means it should work. If not, then there's something going wrong along the lines. So I'll just wind it up about halfway. And will the pallet fork flick back and forth like it's supposed to? So, you know the drill. Yes, and yep, 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 yeah. And this tests if the balance wheel will be given the impulses it needs to swing. And it wasn't even wound up all the way. So let's put the other one in. Which is much easier than the mainspring. Or is it? You'd think it might be, but maybe not. Yeah, gone off these movements a bit, I'm afraid. They don't like you. Especially after you filed quite big chunks out of them. Wonder why. There we go, finally. One. See if this thing still works. One. Two. The other one fell on the floor earlier. There we go. I'm going to put this in. Put the knob on in a second. And then this should work as it did. What a thrilling series this has been. Yep, all working good. So the next step probably is to get the knob on, and then the alarm stuff, and then actually the knob on, then the balance wheel, and the alarm stuff will come with the dial, won't it? So, first things first, the knob. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. The other one unscrewed, didn't it? This knob. So where's the yeah, this spring and a washer. And then the knob. And I should be able to get this on with a hammer. So I will do that now. I understand why you might want to see it on camera, but literally it's just putting this on a piece of wood and just hammering the knob on. It's as simple as that. And this spring looks like it's... Actually, that's fine, the thing goes on there and there's a case in the way. So, next up is balance wheel and hairspring and all that. And the real test of will this thing will even run. So I will do that next time. So thanks for watching. Sorry if this episode has been a bit sort of putting this thing together was a pain, because it really was. And you know what, just to make it a bit longer, I'll put these grommets in which I took out. Luckily the rubber has not died yet, and it is still flexible as ever. So there's one. And there's two. There's three, and these are symmetrical, so there's no worry about which way. And then another one. Like that. And then, alright, see you next time.